Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is BestInSlot and we are back playing Minecraft Dinosaurs in what is going to be a follow-up creative type episode, just because we didn't really do much on the castle at all last episode. All we actually did, if I remember, was build these bricks on the outside. I mean, they are fantastic bricks, but it's not really what we wanted. First things first though, we need to go and build a monument to the world hole, because it's the goddamn world hole and it was awesome and it deserves a little bit of love. So let's try and do a little something here. Not a big thing, just like a little statue in the water, roughly where it was. So I'm gonna put some stone down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the problem with building a statue to a world hole is that a world hole doesn't really look like anything other than a hole. I'm not really sure what I'm going to put here. It looks lovely, obviously, and it's nice that I've got a block in the middle. That's going to help me out a bit here. It's also maybe a bit far into the water. I'm not sure what to do. Let's get a nicer type of rock. Let's get something cool here. It should be dark rock, shouldn't it? It's a world hole at the end of the day. So where's like volcanic rock? That'd be good. Can I search? Yeah, it's in this one, isn't it? Volcanic rock, there we go. Let's get that. It's a world hole. It should be... Oh, right, of course. What I'm thinking is like a spinny portal of doom type situation. Whether it's gonna work and not look rubbish is another matter. It's 1, 2, 3, and then across. What? Spinny portal of doom isn't working out quite like I would have liked, admittedly. 2, 3. It looks silly. Why is this not working? Why can't I make a spinny portal of doom? Okay, tell you what, we'll just make a circle. It's a world hole, it should be a circle. And now I've got to try to remember how to make circles in Minecraft, which is an oddly difficult thing, you know? Mouse is hungry, we'll go sort that out in a momento. It'll do for now. There we go. Monument to the dead world hole. It's kind of... Actually, let's see if we've got any, like, a purple block or something. That'd be good. Just something to put a little bit of colour in the middle. You know? I'll go feel like... Go away. What am I on here? Building blocks. I know you're hungry. I'll come feed you in a blimmin' minute. Calm your boots. Ooh! Let's put a piece of glowstone in the middle. There's no middle. Why is there no middle? There we go, that is it. That's the monument to the world hole. I quite like it. It's quirky. I'm just gonna feed the Gallimimus. I can't bother. Food, food, food. Where's the food? I do not know where the food is. I legitimately don't have a clue. I know you. Oh, food. I didn't see this big list at the bottom. I never knew this existed. Oh god! Whoa! That scared the crap out of me. Oh shit! Wow! Oh, thank God this wasn't recorded on webcam. That was. I don't know how that looked on your side, guys, but on my side that was horrendously terrifying. Oh my god. I actually just had a mini heart attack. Wow. Jesus Christ. Whew. Wow. The bastard Gallimimus scared the life out of me. Right, okay. So somebody gave me a great idea for this, for a wall thing. And what we're going to do today, ladies and gentlemen, in this big back wall, which is going to stay pretty much the same anyway, so we can definitely work on it. Actually, tell you what, before we do that, we are going to do something exciting in a bit with the back wall, but I'd like to get some groundwork done first. The problem is, the castle, there's just so much to be done to the castle that it's hard for me to do anything. I still don't know what's going to go in there or down there. That might be a stables. I might get like a couple of horse thingamajiggies, I can't remember the name of, in there or something. I really need to kind of clear out the floor. But I don't really want to make you guys watch that, so I don't know what to do. I mean, I'm happy with the whole thing in terms of basic design. Maybe towers over there. We definitely need to build. There we go. Make it dawn. It looks great in dawn. It really does look beautiful in the dawn time. Look at it. Ah, it's a castle. We're gonna make spires here. I just kind of need to figure out how. Tell you what, let's do that now. Let's put some spires on. So what we want is some blocks, and I want something with a bit of colour. Hopefully. Diamond? Is that excessive? That's probably excessive. Ooh, clay. Oh, that's not bad. Right. I need a colour scheme. Let's go for blue. Let's see what this looks like. If it looks rubbish, it looks rubbish. So my idea is basically just to build spires, essentially. I don't really know how else to describe it. Gonna build a spire. Gonna build a spire. Gonna build a spire. Don't know how much this is going to fit into the general theme so far of the park, but we shall cross that bridge when we come to it. So I think the idea will just be to build up like this. We'll see what this looks like. I'll zoom out in a moment. Might want to stick it out one at the bottom actually, or this might look a little bit strange unfortunately. Yeah, that's going to look weird. Everything has to stick out a little bit, or it looks very odd. This is a tip for life. When I say things should stick out a little bit, I don't mean everything. Let's not have anyone arrested for public indecency, okay? Didn't know there was clay in the game. It doesn't seem that useful. It kind of just looks like the wool, but I didn't really want to put wool on the roof. But what if there's a fire? What are you going to do? And there's going to be fires, you know? People are going to attack my noble castle, so I have to be prepared for war. Oopsie daisy. Meh. Okay, let's just keep working on this. I'm curious as to what this will look like. It may not work in the slightest. There's every possibility of that. In fact, I'd be surprised if it does work. But, let's become square for some reason. Why does it become a square? No, I need that there. What? Why is this a ah, right. Does that make sense? God only knows. We'll find out in a minute. So I'd put that there, and then that would go... No, it doesn't make sense. It's just going to become a square. That's fine. You can kind of see what I'm going for. I actually think it's going to look okay. The blue sticks out a little bit so far. And it's going to be bloody... It's actually not going to be as tall as I was hoping. Okay, the blue really sticks out. Like loads. But what we'll do is I'll use this same blue to do some detailing in the rest of the castle. So as long as I stick with like the same sort of materials, any weirdness should fade, really. So this is like my highlight colour for the castle, if you get what I mean. It's going to look lovely. It's going to look lovely. What I'm trying to do is pretend I'm on an episode of Grand Designs. And the only way to be on an episode of Grand Designs... And there's a very good drinking game for Grand Designs, if you're curious. I need water problems and I need to not get planning permission for my building. That is not nearly what I was looking for in any way whatsoever. It's just not tall enough. I hate it with a passion. It just looks like it's wearing a stupid hat. I'm going to leave it there. We're going to go work on this back wall instead. Because I've got a good plan for this back wall. Well, I don't have a good plan. One of you lovely folks at home provided a good plan. Oh, God. Apologies for that. Oh, shut up, phone. Why are you the loudest thing in the world? I need my phone for this. I need a picture. A picky. Of a certain somebody that is going to go on the back wall. Now, the idea originally was to do a tribute to the T-Rex. However, somebody gave me a better idea. That is kind of a tribute, but more religious and is an established thing already. Let's have a look. Good picture. This is going to look awful, by the way. I can see this in my head already, and it does not look fantastic. But ladies and gentlemen, we are going to make Raptor Jesus. As soon as I can find a bloody image. Is that big enough? I just need a decent... I'll do, right. Let's build Raptor Jesus. I can only see this anywhere else, so we're going to use... Green wool looks pretty good, actually, for the skin. Unless there's any clay. I'd rather use clay. No, it's not the right colour. Okay, so... what I need to do is put, like, points of reference. So I'm going to give him a halo. And we're going to make that out of glowstone, because I think that'll look awesome. So that's about... If I put that there... That's about where I'd want the halo to be. So I've got to go from there as a reference. So the head's probably going to end about... There, maybe? Probably about there, actually. If that's the bottom of the head... probably one lower. Might need to move the halo up instead. Yeah, we'll move the halo up. Not a question I ever really thought I'd say. Halo doesn't need to be huge. Put the halo there. And now we can probably move this up by a couple. Down one. Okay, if that's the bottom of the head, it doesn't really need the rest of it. Let's just get the head built and we'll go from there. Phone, stay on. I need you here. So it has to. Right. Okay. Let's see what we can do here. Let's try to build Raptor Jesus. It's not going to look fantastic. I'm aware of that right now, but I'm wanting to put the effort in. So let's go. This is like the back. It's kind of like a side-facing one. If you Google Raptor Jesus, you'll pretty quickly see what I'm on about. This is going to go 2 up, I think, in a straight line. And then it kind of curls down for the... Oh, that's probably going to have to move again. I've made it bigger than I intended. If that's the neck, that's probably high enough for that. Let's go to this. And that sticks up... no, we're going to do one more there. Then it sticks up there. I'm going to knock this down a little bit further. It's going to have to be. Now that's going to go along to about... How thick do I want this neck to be? Problem is it's not central anymore, which is really stupid on my part. Actually, near enough is central. Actually, it's perfectly central right now. As long as I keep it exactly like this, it's perfect. Although the neck might be a little bit thin. Just worrying. So this is like the head, and this is like the neck. That little bit where it juts up is like the eye. We're actually going to make that a little bit more noticeable, and then the eye can sit in there. And this needs to come out. It's not going to be symmetrical anymore, unfortunately, because this needs to come out for the actual head itself. If that's the eye, that's probably about right. I'd probably knock that one out. Build that along there. Build that along there. The eye's too high. Let's make that the eye instead. That's fine. Raptor Jesus, Raptor Jesus. It's gonna look it's gonna look like something. Actually, tell you what, this is silly. Where's glass? I think we should probably do this with glass instead, because that way the light can kind of shine through and you'll actually see it, which is pretty important. Plus, the stained glass does just kind of like, it's not like normal glass where it's got the wee little boundaries, and at the moment it's all blue for God knows what reason. Yeah, this works better. I want to be able to see through it and then have it highlighted by the glowstone as well. It's gonna look good. No, it's not gonna. It's gonna look awful. But I think it'll look nearly as good as I would be realistically expected to make a Raptor Jesus, and that's really all I could ask for myself, frankly. And the fact of making Raptor Jesus makes me kind of happy. So thank you, whoever gave me this suggestion. It's a great suggestion. Somebody did comment it on the last video. Now I need to tie it in with the story, though. Because at the moment, the story is these guys have built this castle to worship the T-Rex and kind of... Maybe, right, so they knew of Raptor Jesus. Raptor Jesus spoke to them. There wasn't God in these people's times. It was just Raptor Jesus. Like, the Bible was written by a Raptor Jesus. And they're praying to him for him to keep the T-Rex sort of contained and safely away from them before he eats them. So that's the shape of the head. Let's get some dark stuff and try and get a mouth line in. So we need black. I've used grey, I think. So if I knock out that. I mean, the mouth goes pretty much all the way across, but it starts to curve up a little bit. Oh my god, the sun is an eye. The sun is an eye. Oh, the dream. Okay, I think we're just gonna... Okay, that's the mouth. We're gonna need to... I want to put in a little detailing for the neck. Because at the moment it's just kind of like a weird shape. So if we destroy that. This is kind of meant to be like a neckline, if that makes any sense. It's not really working. What I'd like to do instead, and it's what I am going to do instead, is going to use a brighter green for the raptor, and use a darker green for the shadowing, instead of using a black, which is looking a little strange. I love that. I love how bright the outside world is. Oh, this green's nicer anyway. A little bit more vibrant, you know? Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Such a satisfying noise. You don't get to smash things as much as I would like in my real life, so getting to do it in this is fulfilling. Yeah, this is a better plan. It's a better plan. Nearly there. 2, 3, 4, and let's replace that. Okay, that's more what I was looking for. Come on, phone, stop it. Right. So I want to add a little bit of shadow in, you know, a little bit of shadow. That's a bit darker. And then it kind of comes out down here. And then there's a bit of light. And then that goes probably like that. This is meant to kind of resemble neck muscles. I'm not really sure it does it at all, but whatever. This actually needs to come out all the way across, I think. I'm not really sure what to say about it, to be honest. Let's put an eye in. Let's get the eye in. That's important. Where's the black? It kind of works. Bit of shadowing near the eye as well. So it goes about there. No. And a little bit at the front as well. It's a beautifully designed piece, must be said. No, that shouldn't be lit up. Darkened even. Can we pretend that this looks like what I was trying to make it look like and just kind of go from there in our lives? That would make me happy. It's not really worked. I'm going to knock the mouth down by 1. And then... I think the problem is the shadow. I mean, you can kind of tell... I need like a lot more room to work with, which is the problem. We don't really have that possibility. Let's just put the halo in. Our guy doesn't. It doesn't actually have a halo in the image. So. I love glowstone. Look at it. In this texture pack, glowstone is disgustingly beautiful looking stuff. I think we need to move that, don't we? It's not going to be symmetrical, but I'll get over it. Ladies and gentlemen, Raptor Jesus has been born. Do we have any dark glass? Actually, no, let's not use glass for this. I'm going to make him like a shawl. Do I want to use glass? I think if we maybe keep just the head lit up by glass and then the rest can be this. So, let's just... I quite like it. It's actually growing on me. I think it looks better with the bottom bit. Ladies and gentlemen, Raptor Jesus has been born. Oh. I'm going to extend this shawl down just by a little bit and put a little bit of white in there as well. But otherwise, I think it's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever built. Which isn't saying much, but still. Let's get some white. White clay, white clay. No, okay, we use some quartz, I guess. Not a fan of that. Where's the wool? Not perfect, but better. It's Raptor Jesus! It actually... I think it works now. I think when you put the shoulders on, it kind of looks more like a... It's annoying me that it's a bit too far to the right-hand side, admittedly. But other than that... Oh, it's really bugging me that it's too far to the right-hand side. I'm going to extend the halo a little bit. Let me see your halo, 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 halo. I think that'll center it a bit. I mean, it looks off his head now, but it works better. I am chuffed with that. I think that's awesome. I think that's like the best thing I've ever made. I'm dead happy with that. Let's go see it from the other side. Not happy with that. This is... Nah, I'm going to have to get rid of this. This is making me upset. Like, actively upset. Every time I look at it. Can I just set this on fire? You reckon that would work? The whole point was that it's somewhat fireproof. Is clay fireproof? I don't think you can set clay on fire. Doesn't it just harden it? That's why you use a clay oven. Which assumedly uses heat and possibly fire. Oh, golly knows. I'm sure more people than God know clay sets on fire. I'm pretty sure clay doesn't set on fire. It really makes sense, would it? Why would clay be flammable? Shut up, BestInSlot. And now it will be, and I'll look silly, but whatever. I'm willing to accept my knowledge on clay is somewhat limited. Although one of the most fun things we did as a kid was go to my garden and just dig up loads of clay and just make stuff. Never set it on fire for some reason set everything else on fire. Got arrested for arson once. But, nope, never the clay. Ah, that's better. I think we're just going to make it out of stone, and we're going to use a dark stone. If we use a nice dark stone, we can use that as kind of like a highlight mechanism, rather than the blue. I am dead chuffed with that. It's far too far to the left. It has to be moved. It has to be. Other than that, it's perfect, but that is going to keep bugging me until I move it 2 blocks to the right. Let's see, if I move it 2 blocks to the right from here, it'll hit. What's it going to hit? It's going to hit the one on the left-hand side on that one, and it's going to hit... Oh no, it's still not going to be even. I'll move it 2 blocks to the right and then extend the whole thing 1 to the left. Unless I can find something... Maybe if I make it into a square portrait. That might work. That's not a bad idea. Actually, I only need it to move to 1 block to the right. 1 block to the right would be perfect, yeah? No. No. I don't know how this is going to look. I'm tempted, but we're going to leave it for now. I might dabble with it on my own. Let me know what you guys think. I do think it needs changing just because it's going to bug me. But otherwise, I'm dead happy with it, and I think it looks awesome. My alternative idea is to basically cover, like, this bit here. I'll just do, like, a little example region over here. I love this glowstone. It's a kind of, like, cover... Nah, I think it's going to ruin the halo. I was going to cover it in, like, a... I'm pointing at my screen now, but you can't see it. If I get rid of the halo, and then cover him in gold blocks so that it's the same on each side, if you know what I mean. I have to... So, we'd kind of, like, put them all here as well. And then that would be to that bit and to that bit. We go straight down. No, it would have to be one more across, which wouldn't work. Bugger. I'm gonna have to move him. There's no alternative. He has to be moved, which is upsetting, and it's going to take a little bit of effort. But still, we made Raptor Jesus, and the design is good. So it is literally going to be very basic, moving across of everything by 1, which is more irritating than actually difficult. If I move him across by 1, then he hits that block there. Yep. And on this side, hits... Hey! Hits... Hey! That block there. So it would be even, wouldn't it? It's literally 1 block too far to the right. 1 single block. Otherwise, it's awesome. And I'm so happy with it. That is Raptor Jesus done. Don't know what we're going to do for the rest of this episode. I think... What do I need to do? Let's actually plan out what do I need to do to the castle. It's just little things that need there. I need to get like pictures of castles up and start adding little details that I can't really actively think of in my head right now. The towers need to be done, but we're going to do it in dark. We're going to do some detailing with some obsidian, maybe. The floor. This is probably the next big task. This entire ground needs to be wiped out and replaced. Now, I like the idea of having like a big sort of red central carpet in the middle with maybe some gold highlighting around it, and then stone everywhere else. I think this stone looks really good, and I'm happy to use this pretty much all over, but then the walls do need a bit more. Put some paintings on and stuff like that just to try and break up the monotony a little bit. Or do I use cobblestone? Because I've used cobblestone for the path. I'm going to use cobblestone for the floor. It's not a big deal. You're not really going to notice either way. Because hopefully, like all this little bit here, all this is going to be red. I'm just going to build down here. Okay, we're going to end it there because I'm just going to go destroy the floor now. So next episode, what we'll do is we'll put in this big red carpet probably type thing. And then what we're going to do, right? We're not going to do this next episode because next episode isn't a creative episode. And it's not a castle episode. We're going to start working on exhibits again. But what we'll do is we'll do like a room by room basis. That's probably the best way to tackle this. And then I'll do like an overall detailing on the outside of the castle over time. That's a good way of breaking it down so it doesn't get too bloody terrifying as it is at the moment, because it is simply too much work that I do nothing instead of doing anything. So this room here is going to be the first one done. So next creative episode, I'll probably have the floor done if I've got the time, but we'll work on putting stuff in here and probably these tower rooms here. Yeah, and then the episode after that, we can start doing this room, and then we can do stables, and we'll just break it down into 5 or 6 castle creative episodes. I'll move the raptor. Maybe. It's looking less annoying the more I look at it. Maybe I can move it one to the left by just... Interesting. No, that needs to go. Is it okay? You have to tell me, guys. It's still not on the right block, is it? No, never mind, not. Never mind. Oh, well, I'll just leave it there for now. So, yeah, we'll do this bit and we'll do this bit. Next episode, however, is a non-creative episode. And the problem now is we are finished, pretty much. Oh, if we nip over here, you can see I've done a lot of work. I've linked together all these exhibits and neatened this area up massively, 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 massively. We could do with putting some staircases down, so you don't have to jump everywhere, which looks a little silly. But other than that, it's pretty good. I don't think there's much else I want to build here. I kind of want to build a tower or something around this region. And then, I kind of had the idea of, right, and again, I need opinions. This whole area is very clearly like its own thing. So what I was thinking of is we build a wall, not like that size wall, but more like a park entrance type wall. And the castle looks really cool from a distance, by the way. But like a park entrance type wall, like a Jurassic Park type wall, across here. So from the end of the quarry, so like this part of the map. Wall across there, all the way down. And then this is like a standalone thing where the park first developed and all this kind of malarkey, and we can build some more stuff around here and do a little stuff and just kind of keep putting stone down and kind of homogenize and blank out the whole area and make it into a home base for me as a park. But then beyond the wall, we can start doing what we did in the last playthrough, which I do think was a good idea, and we just never really got to finalize it, is start to lay down mine tracks and use carts and stuff, and then you can start going off into this region down here, and the minecart path will take you along all the different exhibits and stuff, and we'll build loads and loads of stuff. We'll put like a Spinosaurus down here or something like that, God only knows, and build some big exhibits. We'll do the volcano exhibit, all this kind of jazz, and the minecart, you'll just sit on it and it'll power forward and it'll take you on this amazing journey throughout the entirety of our park, basically. That's what I was thinking. It's not set in stone, but I do like the idea of a wall here, and then we can build a nice big Jurassic Park style gate that you go through and onto your minecart and off you go into the distance. I like that as an idea. It works for me. So let me know in the comments what you guys think, and what you guys say will basically determine what we do in the next episode. I'm going to go and destroy the floor, I suppose. God knows I've got nothing better to do with my time right now. And I see you lovely people in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching as always. Cheers, much love. Bye-bye.